Alright, I think I learned the ropes, the basics, and that is all we need to actually dive into a new game. Yes! Hi everyone and welcome to Satisfactory! Let
Loading
me quickly skip
First
over
contact.
Ada's explanation. There we go. Got the movement and everything down. Good. So, out of the 4 starting locations, I did pick the Rocky Desert. So, a little bit of info. Well, first of all, happy 2025, guys. I hope you had a good start into the new year. And yeah, over the New Year days, basically at the end of December and the beginning of January, I was finally getting into Satisfactory, and I have to say, I really do enjoy it quite a bit. So yeah, I have been playing on that single player world that you saw in the beginning, just for a couple of hours to get some knowledge to do the tutorial and everything. We will still do the tutorial, but yeah, just so you know what I have played. I also play with my buddy Shark. He is the one that gave me that final push to actually buy the game, because he was like, hey, I'm playing this at the moment and it's a ton of fun. And we talked about the game a couple of times throughout the past years. And it's always been on my radar. I did miss the 1.0 release though, but hey, better late than never. So yeah, let's equip our Xeno Zapper. Zap zap. And punch. Oh, nicey, nicey.
Next objective. Dismantle
Okay,
the drop.
so
Potential attended.
our next objective is to dismantle the pod. Let's do that.
Next objective. If you
And yeah, I will skip over Ada and stuff, just if you wanna experience that, it's probably best if you do that on your own. Yeah. Not because I'm worried about spoilers or anything, but just for the fun of it. So, as I said, I was playing this, or I am still playing this, with my buddy Shark. So I do know a lot about the area over to our north, and there is a bunch of iron over there. And yeah, I just didn't want to pick the same place. Still, though, I tried all 4 starting locations, and this is still the one that I had the most fun. Wait, here's limestone. Normal limestone. I'll take it though. That's fine. That's good to have nearby, because our iron shouldn't be too far out. Yeah, it's 170 meters. Cool. Let's get over there. Alright, we have 2 iron nodes. Oh, and an enemy. Okay, let's jump into battle. Ow. Tap him. I did change up my mouse sense a little bit. It was way too low to deal with enemies. So I had to heighten it a little bit. So I'm still getting used to that. There we go. So, iron. This is a pure node. That's excellent. What's the second one? That's also pure. Oh, that's so good. So, for hopefully the last time
next objective. So
in this playthrough, we will destroy iron with our bare hands. Well, not really, we have this tool, but you know what I mean, right? We want to automate that as soon as we can. So let's place down the up, and I would like to have it like that.
hub foundation. But ascend next.
There we go. And I thought, you know what, I want to go through the onboarding with you guys, just so you know how to deal with everything, and also just, I really want to explore the game with you guys. Yes, I do have some knowledge, but it is very limited, right? So around mid-game is where I'm basically a fresh fish in the water, right? So yeah, should be interesting, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, onboarding is tier 0. We will complete tier 0 today. That is our goal. Up upgrade 1, we will get the equipment workshop, the portable miner, and 1 hand equipment slot. We need 10 iron rods for that, so select that milestone. There we go. To get 10 iron rods, we need 10 iron ingots, so let's handcraft those. And you can't just press spacebar once, it will continue crafting until you either run out of resources, or you press spacebar again. So we can demonstrate this here. We ran out of resources, and there we go. Let's throw those in, and skadoosh.
Hub upgrade.
Thank you, Ada. So we can store the bulk remains in here for now, and we can check what we need to do for hub upgrade 2, where we will upgrade smelter, the power line, copper ingots, wire, cable, and copper as a scannable resource. We do need, however, iron rods and iron plates. So we have to craft those by ourselves, and I don't think I have enough iron yet, so if only I don't need to mine iron. There is, however, the equipment workshop, and this unlocks stuff for us to craft. And also, this is the perfect time to talk about the to-do list. I really love this feature, and I really hope this would be in other games. I really love it. So we can adjust quantity of stuff we want to build, and our material list over here does update with everything we do. Also, we have public nodes and private nodes. So I think I will do the public nodes for like the big goals of the episode, and private nodes if I do have some smaller stuff or I just want to note something that I want to talk about. Right, you can also access the to-do list if you press tab and hover all the way over to the right into this gradient and press the gradient. So yeah, just wanted to tell you about that. So let me craft these 4 rods and 6 iron plates. There we go, and with the resources in our pockets, let's place down the equipment workshop. Well, out here sounds right to me. And as you can see, the Xeno Sapper, this is the weapon we are currently using, but also portable miners are in here. And to craft those, we need 2 iron plates and 4 iron rods. So let's add this to our to-do list, and I would like to get 4 of those. I will gather everything manually, and then we will craft one of those. Alrighty guys, we are back, and we are able to craft the portable miners. So, as you can see, I have selected 4 as our goal, right? Let's craft 1. And as you can see, the to-do list even updates that, which is absolutely fantastic. I really enjoy this. We need 1 more. And there it is. And also, it actually disappears when you complete all stuff that you have selected, right? So I should have, yes, I have everything for hub upgrade 2. Nice. Cool. So we now have unlocked the biomass burner on the back, and we will get a second one later on. These will produce 20 megawatts of power if you do find fuel for them. So we need wood, leaves, basically everything we can find. And while we go ahead and do that, right, we will also select hub upgrade 3, which will unlock constructors for us, power poles, concrete, screws, reinforced iron, which is probably the most complicated thing that you will get during the onboarding process, and the scannable limestone resource. We know where it is already, so it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. We will need wire for that, so we definitely have to get into copper. Let's select the milestone. There we go. Let's equip the portable miners into our second slot here. And now we never have to do this ever again with standing here and pressing E. So, quick word about the purity of the ore nodes. You have impure, normal, as well as pure. Impure one gives you 30 resources, basically half. The normal one 60, and the pure one 120 per minute. So that's very much an interesting thing, right? Because pure nodes are basically double what you will get out of a normal one. However, we are not able to make use of the pure nodes very early on, but at some point we will do. Also, these portable miners, look at the animation, by the way, I really love this. It's so cool. It's so detailed, like how the miner looks around and then decides, yup, I'm gonna work here. So these are also affected by the purity of the nodes. They will work way faster on pure nodes. So that's cool. Also, we can do the same thing over on the limestone depot, which I will do that later on. First, let's also scan for copper. And I think while passing by over these mountains, yeah, there is one over there. Basically, in the multiplayer session, we went over these mountains. So I saw that these copper, not these, this is a single copper node as far as the ping is telling us. So I knew that this was nearby. I didn't realize it was that close to iron, but hey, that's perfectly fine. Now, we will do this one more time on the nodes to get them cleared of these stalactites, and then we will place a portable miner on there that will collect the resources for us. And this is also a pure node, which is amazingly good news. And look at how fast these guys are working, right? I will grab a couple, like 40, that should be enough to get us started. And to grab leaves, you can just hold down E if you want and run around, or you can quickly press it yourself, however you prefer, right? So I will gather up wood, I will gather up some limestone as well, and once these miners have finished their job once, I will come back and we will be able to pretty much craft the resources for the hub upgrade. Alrighty, we are back, and not only are we able to do the upgrade, we also collected a good amount of leaves, a decent amount of wood, which is very important. I also managed to find a mushroom, which is basically just over there. So yeah, really close by. That's cool. So let's provide all these resources and upgrade.
Hub upgrade when you in line.
That's hub upgrade 3 done. That has unlocked customization for us, which is cool. Personally, I really do like the scout helmet. That's just something I do like. I also like the wrench trinket. It's just a little bit of fun. Now for the primary color, I really would like to have black, as well as for the secondary one. And for the overall, I actually really do like white. Now, well, also I like black on this one, and white as the secondary color. There we go. That is decent. We are just in black and white. That has changed the look of our Xeno Sapper as well as our miners, which is very cool. So yeah, let's have a quick glance at Hub Upgrade 4. This will give us 3 inventory slots and conveyor belts, which that is one step closer to getting stuff automated, which is very, very much something I look forward to. We will store our leaves and the mushroom in our storage, and we will equip the barrel nuts that we found into our offhand or our second hand, and we can cycle through these with mouse wheel, and these will just restore a little bit of health if we ever get into trouble. So before we go ahead and go for all the Hub Upgrade 4 stuff, as you can see, 75 iron plates. I'm not going to sit there and craft those. That is just taking way too much time. So we can equip a power line to this generator. Now, one power line, yeah, that's not gonna do as well, right? Let's craft a couple of concrete. That's enough for now. All we want to place down is a power pole somewhere over here and connect this up with the biomass burner. As you can see, a power pole can have 4 connections, which is very, very nice. We'll place one over there. So as you expand your base, you can just hook them together, which is very cool. So the first problem we do want to solve is smelting. I do not want to sit here and smelt stuff on my own or craft stuff the whole time, right? And I also would like to get into constructors, but as you can see, these guys need reinforced iron plates, and we will have to handcraft the. That is just how this is going here at the beginning. Let's also get wire we need, with just a simple short craft. There we go. So we will go just for one of each for now, I guess. Although I will expand this to 2 anyways. So let's put down the smelter. Or actually we can put down both of them right next to each other. Hook them up to power. And we now need to supply a little bit of wood. So if we take a glance at the little tip here, you can see the burn rate of wood is the best early game here, 12 per minute. Contrast this to 80 per minute on the leaves. They just fly by, it's unreasonably, it's insane how fast they go. But yeah, so we have 2 smelters now. We can take this one and say, hey, you are going to smelt iron, please. And I don't have iron on me, so let's go over our friend. And as you can see, he's mining 80 per minute, which is quite decent if you're asking me. So yeah, let's throw that in here, and you can see that the smelter obviously does draw power. So if you take a look here, there we go, 4.1. If both of them are running, we should be at 8 megawatts of consumption, and we are producing exactly what we need right now. But we can produce up to 20 megawatts. Now why is that? The biomass burners here, they're actually very smart, right? They will only produce what is needed, so they can be a good tool for a backup, right? So yeah, pretty decent. For now, I will continue gathering resources. I will probably get everything ready to get these 2 constructors done and use them to get to the plates that we need, and then we can check back in. Alright guys, I'm bringing you back a little bit before I wanted to, but we are able to actually craft 2 of the constructors. There we go. Nice. We could have done a 3rd one, but for now I just want to show you guys what these guys are doing. So, if we check the power pole here, we can see we have a little bit of leeway, so let's connect both of those and check again. So this would bump us up to 16 megawatts. That's still a little bit of leeway, and that's fine by me. So I would like to have one of those just providing me with iron plates, and the other one can do wire for now. Or yeah, we don't need that much wire now, but we will need it later on. So yeah, I want this to be wire. And then now I will just go ahead and grab the resources of the miner, come over to the smelter, put those in, take the resources out, go over to here, and now we are producing iron plates. Still a little bit of manual labor with running in between those things, but better than it was before. So I will hit back when we are ready for hub upgrade 4. Alrighty guys, welcome back, and as you can see, we are basically where we want to be. Nice! I added a 3rd crafter. This is for concrete, and with all of those running, we were exactly at 20 megawatts. So yeah, it was cutting it close a little bit, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and complete hub upgrades number 4.
Hub upgrade 4, conveyor belt. Due to there is if this next.
Very nice. We now have access to conveyor belts, and if we take a look at them in here, we can see these can be extremely helpful, right? The poles, you can adjust the height of those, so if you want to have a conveyor belt up there, you can, but the belts themselves, as you can see, they transport up to 60 resources per minute, which often is what we want, but most of the time actually isn't. Let's take the smelter for example. You can see we smelt 30 iron minute, iron ore per minute, right? Which is great, but that means if we just take the conveyor belt and supply this to a miner, which will provide us with 60, we basically waste half of it, right? No worries, we will unlock a way to deal with that very soon, but yeah, just know these are 60 items per minute. Our output, on the other hand, often isn't 60 per minute. Let's take the plates, right? We only are producing 20 per minute, so we would need 3 crafters to get to 60. We will not worry about that too much though in the beginning. It's fine how it is. But yeah, we are constantly producing stuff here, which is very nice to see, right? No more handcrafting needed, and that is basically what I wanted to get done with the first, just so a little crude setup to get us through. And we can now think about Hub Upgrade 5. Hey, the automatic miner will be unlocked, the storage container, and 3 inventory slots. So this is where the first automation steps really come together, where we can mine automatically, smelt, craft, and store up stuff, all in one single line. And this is where we want to get to next, obviously. So, we need to grab some iron rods. So, you know what, for the time being, we will tell this crafter to switch over to iron rods. Now, we will only get 15 per minute, but that's fine, right? Also, we can tell this guy once he is finished, or we can tell him now, even better, to craft cable out of, like, let's feed him like 83 of our item wire, and that is also a good thing to talk about, right? Our inventory and how the stacking works. So if we take those pipes, for example, if we right click them, we equally split. Well, we split it in half basically, and if you have an odd number, the game will just make 2 stacks, right? But you can also hold down right click for a little bit, and you have this neat little slider. Basically, the right stack is what you will split off to. So if you just want like 5 of those, we can just go here, adjust the slider, or we can also just write 5 in here, split, and there we go. So I will be working on everything we need for Hub Upgrade 5. Also, this is an event that's going on. I will not interact with the event early game because I do feel like you get some items that are just way out of our league. Once we have progressed into mid-game-ish, I would say we can start, if the event still is going at that point, obviously. So yeah, let's get going. I will collect resources, craft stuff, and report back to you guys once we are ready to get to Hub Upgrade 5. There we go, that is enough rods. Let's go over and let's complete. Almost complete. Ah, dang it! Let's get a couple of those going via the crafting bench. That's fine. Oh man. There we go. Skadoo!
Hub upgrade.
Awesome, so hub upgrade. Cool, we have a second biomass burner, which we cannot hook up, because... yeah. Okay, that is something that we can talk about as well. Obviously, this one is 4 out of 4, right? You would have no space on that one as well. So you can grab a power pole. I don't have rods now, which is the bane of my existence at the moment. There we go, a couple of those. And you can aim at a wire that you want to intersect, right? Press the left click once it's highlighted, and now we can place down a power pole, and this will basically make a little route in between, right? That still didn't solve our problem here, but if we chain our productions to these guys, obviously makes sense to quickly take them away from that. There we go. We have both of them hooked up again, and we can now make use of our second biomass burner. This is basically our middle point of our power grid, which is a-okay. So if you take a quick glance in here, we can see that we haven't gotten the upgrade to 40 megawatts because this guy has no fuel, right? So I have been collecting wood in the meantime. Every time I did pick up resources, and yeah, I did pick up the gifts. I just stored them for now. But if we have those resources and go in here really quickly, yeah, we're almost out of fuel anyway. So let's refuel this one and fuel this one, and now you can see capacity is 40 megawatts, so we can expand our production, which is desperately needed. Let's check hub upgrade 6. This is where we will unlock the space elevator, but also biomass burners and biomass, and this is a point that I do want to reach as quick as I can, but still, it does take some time. We do have the exact amount of concrete, that's funny. Okay, so all we need now are the iron plates and the iron rods, and then we will be able to upgrade, which is very nice. I might, for this, repurpose the smelter that we have here to also smelt iron, just to make it a little bit quicker. So yeah, see you soon. Alright, we do have all the resources needed. Hub upgrade 6 complete. Very nice.
Hub
Oh,
upgrade 6. Landing platform
yeah,
hydraulics
where are you?
completed.
Landing platform?
Freighter
Ah,
landing
there it
initialized.
is.
Congratulations, you have Fix-It looks forward to your Tier 1 and your first.
Thank you,
this
Ada.
obje-
Yeah. So that's so cool. This freighter unit is just, man, the animations and also just like the graphics and the looks of this game are just insanely good. Like, I really do enjoy this. You can see we have a new objective now, which is build the space elevator. The space elevator is a huge building, and also it will demand a good chunk of resources, as you can see here. So we better get stuff automated, right? Yeah, absolutely. Now, if we go to the hub terminal, you can see we have unlocked tier 1 and tier 2 now, which is really good. Of tier 1, base building is very nice because you unlock lookout towers, which are cool to build from on top of. Also foundations, this will help us with aligning stuff and also just construct buildings in general. Ramps and walls, which is good. Logistics will unlock the splitter and the merger for us, as well as the conveyor lift. And these two tools are so good, and we will talk about those once we have unlocked them, and we definitely want to use them. Field research is very useful because you do get the map, but also you can unlock the MAM, which is a whole bunch of research that you can do, which is really fun. As you can see, the material requirements of this are a little bit more in the achievable way if you compare them to the space elevator. Still, there is another thing, right? We are manually collecting stuff and putting them into the smelter, putting them into the constructors, and that is just not something that I want to do anymore, right? I do want to have some stuff automated right now. We will leave these things running in the background just so they can do their thing, because I really need those plates and stuff, and I'm producing wire in here. Actually, I will switch this over to concrete now. There we go. And we have now unlocked the possibility to craft and place biomass burners. Now these will... Or short of rods. Hang on a minute. There we go. Let's put one of those down. Instead of the 20 megawatts that these guys produce, these will produce 30 megawatts a piece. So we probably have to plonk one of those down as well. It really depends on how much we can automate, but early on. But usually I had one or two of those to help these two out before I go into getting a little bit more out of the biomass burners. But if we check here, we now have biomass added, and as you can see, it's almost half the burn rate, so it lasts basically double the amount, right? Which is very nice. It's not quite double, but it's very, very close. So, from now on, I will collect wood and leaves, right? And I will just come over here, grab one of those. Do we have one of those? Let's grab these out, and we will just go biomass leaves, throw 500 in there, and we will create some biomass, which will fuel us for the foreseeable future. So yeah, we also just had an autosave. Nice. Okay, so there is obviously lots more to this game than just finding ores and build production lines. There's a good amount of exploration as well. We will just admire this scenery here for a little bit. Yeah, so while playing on the multiplayer server, I really enjoyed it, and as well as the single player that I started, right, to just do the tutorial. I played a little bit more after this point, obviously, but yeah, in the multiplayer session we are on like tier 6 or 7 right now, so we are getting there. But I don't want to spoil myself too much. I just really enjoy this game and I want to have fun and also let you be a part of the fun. So if you have anything you want to see in particular, please let me know. If you have a production line that you think would suit us or a layout that you would recommend, post it down in the comment section. I will happily read through that stuff and give you an answer as soon as I can. But yeah, we will keep it short today, just the onboarding process. We will go for some basic automation in the next episode. So that's it for today. Thank you very much everyone for watching, and as always, take care. Bye!